Hello and welcome to the Gegenpress. And today we are not gonna review football boots. We are not gonna review football jerseys. But today we're gonna talk about a topic that is still very close to our hearts: player issue shirts. So I've gotten into this a bit of a discussion lately. I think you saw a few of the videos where I compare the Liverpool original shirts with the ones that we get from Adidas and the stores, yeah, and the player issue versus the fan issue. By the way, you can interchange player version with issue or authentic and replica. But for ease of for my scripting and also clarity, I will use player issue for the ones that the players actually wear on the field, and the fan issue is for the slightly cheaper one, slightly affordable, but it's still original, catered more towards daily use, mostly for the fans. All right. So a quick history. I'm not gonna bore you with the boring stuff, but as far as I can remember, I can recall back in the past, the shirts that we get, that we buy, that we purchase, those are the exact same ones that the players wear on the field. My oldest shirt that I have with me would be this one from the 97-98 season, Liverpool's away shirt by Reebok. Back in the day, this is pretty much, do correct me in the comment section if I get it wrong. Really appreciate the community or you guys helping. I'm not the smartest person here, but as far as I can remember, these are the same same type of shirts that the likes of Robbie Fowler, I don't think Paul Ince was in the team yet at that time, but like Robbie Fowler, Michael Owen, Steve McManaman wore on the field, right? You can look at the quality, and this is over, how many years has it been? 20 plus, almost 27, 28 years, and it's still very, very good. So what I'm trying to say is, back in the day, the shirts that we buy, that us fans buy, are the same ones that were worn on the field. And then, as I recall, I think this was World Cup 2010, 2011, around that season. That's when Adidas started to sell this version of jerseys where they had those, I think they call it tech fit or power tape. I think it's a tech fit. That's where they had that, like those X's. If you look at like the Argentina shirt, they have this the Germany one. It's actually very, very clear. They have like this X bit at the back where the shirts were compressed. They look like, if you wear those shirts, it's like you're wearing tights. Back in the day, this was after the part where players' shirts are baggy. This time it went to form-fitting. Thierry Henry looked really good in it. Most football players look really good in it because they are fit athletes. But it didn't really catch on back then because, one, it's so expensive, and most fans, when you want to wear tight-fitting shirts, it generally does not look good on us, right? So it was been in and out for a while, and but the companies saw the appeal. Some fans are willing to spend more. I wasn't spending on player issue until the past couple years when I felt that I was able to afford it. But then again, I don't buy all of them because I feel I don't need to spend this much to show my allegiance to the team. However, I'll share you in a bit. I do buy these shirts for its practicality. Okay, so let's rewind back. In the more recent years, Liverpool. I'll just use Liverpool as an example, but this one covers all the other teams as well. Liverpool is an easier example for me because I support the team and it's more visible. They've been releasing a lot of these player issues, but they are hard to get. In Malaysia, I'll use this again as an example. It was selling a base fan issue was 299 ringgit, 299. And then the player issue was 515 Malaysian ringgit. If I remember, I'll put the conversion rate somewhere around there. So the difference is quite stark. It's almost 216 ringgit difference. You could have saved a bit more and get two shirts instead of getting one player issue. So I only got these shirts when they are on sale. towards the end of the year, clearance if I'm lucky enough. But the downside is I wear a size M, and in Malaysia, that's the most common size available. It's actually the first size that normally sells out. So it sucks for me. So it does create that whole FOMO. If I don't buy now, I might miss out. But that's the point. I've started getting back to the field playing football in recent years, and I really noticed one thing. Obviously, Malaysia is very humid. It's very hot. If I wear the fan issues, I'll be drenched in sweat, and between me finishing the session and walking to the car, I would still be drenched in sweat. Obviously, I can change the shirt, but if I don't bring it, I'll be soaked on the drive home. And but if I wear one of these player issue shirts, this one for example, I got this in Australia. The thing is, this is based on personal experience, right? I would be dried by the time I started picking up my bag and start walking to the car. The technology is there. The technology is to keep you cool, to make sure that your sweat does not pool, the moisture is on the outside rather than sticking to your body, and you recover. I wouldn't say you recover faster, but heat wise, the heat transfer is really, really good. Hence why some people prefer this, especially in a tropical climate, especially in Malaysia or Southeast Asia. Nothing wrong with the fan issue. Totally fair. I could wear that as a daily. I wear jerseys as my, how to put it. I prefer wearing jerseys anyway because it's cool. It's cooling. Yeah, it's cool. I don't think it's cooler in terms of fashion, but it's cooling, right? I don't sweat as much. I don't sweat easily. When I do sweat because of the weather, because of the heat, it dries quicker. But the fan issue does not perform as well as the player issue. So you must be wondering, some of you, I wouldn't blame you if you've never bought a player issue before, because it's so expensive. The prices are ridiculous nowadays. Hence why it hit me to create these videos that you've been watching, because not many have the capability or financial freedom to spend that much. So if I can help you in your purchasing decisions, I think I've done my job, because I've been in your position in the past as well, and anything could happen, and I might not be able to, do this anymore because of things are skyrocketing. So, first question that a lot of people ask is sizing. What I realize is that, okay, for context, I wear a size M. My typical sizing is M. I'm 167, 168 meters. I don't know how much is that in feet. That's 5'6", 5'7". I weigh around I fluctuate between 66 to 70 kilos. I don't have a big belly. I'm not athletic, but I can wear M, right, comfortably. So, but sometimes when I do, my weight fluctuates to the heavier side, there's gonna be a bulge. There's gonna be a bit of that roundness on the stomach. So that is something that you need to take into account. The player issue, if you're wearing a fan issue shirt and it's M, it's safe to say that you can get the same sizing for the player issue if you are thinking of putting money into that. The safe bet would go for L, go one size up. But then again, it kind of beats the whole purpose. If you're spending that much money getting something which is ill-fitting, I don't think that's wise, because once you go one size up, the sleeves go slightly longer, the shirt becomes slightly longer, it becomes slightly ill-fitting, even though you might feel, it doesn't, it feels roomier, but that's not how the shirt's supposed to look. And if you are wondering how does it fit across the chest and across the shoulders, like I said, if you wear an M on a normal shirt, this is at least for Adidas shirts in 2025, you can use the same size, true to size, when you want to upgrade yourself to a player issue. And as a Liverpool fan, I want to share some thoughts about how a club which prides itself on socialistic values and stuff like that, putting a lot of these prices there, and also addressing, should you buy fakes or should you buy original ones? I think I'll just say this once, and I think this is my point. I will not judge anyone who wears fake jerseys or those who go for the ones made in Thailand, the ones made in Indonesia, whatever. Yes, I do the comparisons because I want to see how well those shirts are made. And some people will say, you know what, I'm not going to spend how much is the play issue going for? Like, okay, so the Adidas play issue is 549, and then you'll be like, oh, instead of spending 549 ringgit for an original player issue, I would spend only 65 ringgit for a fake player issue. Nothing wrong with that. It does not make you any less of a fan compared to anyone else. However, however, supporting pirated goods, fake goods, whatever you want to call it, is in a way supporting criminal syndicates, because either they have unregulated workforce, child labor, obviously it's unlawful, and none of the profit goes back to the club. Yes, the club makes millions, the club makes tons of money by selling players and whatnot, but those money don't come out of nowhere. So it's just a way of me showing my support in another way. You know what? All right, fine. The club spent almost 400 million gross for players. If the money that's this measly money that I'm going to spend on this might go towards that, it's another way of me showing my support to the club. You might agree, you might disagree, totally fair, but that's just how I see it. All right, I'm a supporter, I'm a fan of the club since 1998, 1990s. No, it's 1996 actually. So that's how I feel. I am in a privileged position. I'm lucky enough that I can buy these shirts, but I can't buy them, everyone, all of them, because I still think it's kind of crazy to buy three different colored shirts, even though they do look good. The white one, I might get it on discount by the end of the year, but you know what I mean. If you want to, if you feel that, you know what, you don't care much, you know what, a fan is a fan, like I said earlier, more power to you. At the end of the day, it's your money. I'm just sharing my opinion and addressing some of the questions were like, why are you talking about a comparison? Because I can get something from Thailand for $45. By all means, get it. If it's good, if it looks good on you, you feel it's, it fits you well, wearing it gives you confidence, makes you, by all means, I will not judge. But that's just my point of view. I just feel that you pay for what you get, and having tested the fake ones compared to the real ones, there's a very, very big difference. Before this version was released, I wore the fake one without the eternal flame at the back, that version, and I was soaked. That shirt was sticking to my body like plastic. I don't have a six pack, so it makes it look even weirder, even funnier. And when I switched to this a couple weeks back, felt good. Dried almost instantly. The sweat was just on the outside, and I can't say anything bad about it. Felt good wearing it. So there you go. I hope I've addressed all of the questions. Oh yeah, about buying things this expensive and then falling apart after years. I think these are perishable items at the end of the day, right? Let's be fair. I mean, no matter how well you take care of them, how well these jerseys are for wearing. Look at this shirt. I wear this very rarely. The Nike part is coming off, which kind of sucks, But to me, these shirts are meant to be worn in the way it's built, right? If you're a sportsman, doesn't matter whether you're a professional athlete or a casual athlete, and you want to wear your jerseys in a position where they will serve their purpose the best, getting a player issue is well worth it, well spending. If you want to go just for the looks, go for the fan issue, which is actually really, really good. The difference are very, very minor. So you will not be missing out, and no one's judging you. No one's gonna think that you're a better fan just because you are wearing a long sleeve player issue version, right? With names and number. Because I feel the fashion industry, especially some brands like Adidas, where I saw that crop top version, that female version where it's cut just under the sponsors yesterday, and it looks stupid. I know Adidas is trying to grasp that female market where, oh, it's stylish wearing and the funny thing is it's only this color that has it. I haven't seen the crop version for the home shirt or the away shirt. It's only this green one because they know non-fans who are not football fans would just look at the colors like, shit, it looks good, I want it, and they buy it because it looks cool. And the fact that Liverpool is winning matches right now and people want to jump onto the bandwagon, it's a very, very smart decision from Adidas. It's a marketing decision anyway, but I'm just uneasy with that. It looks stupid, and they're selling it. I didn't check the price. I think it's almost 300 ringgit as well, which is preposterous. So anyways, those are my thoughts about player issues, about what I think, whether you should be getting a fan issue versus the player versions. The fit, I hope I've addressed questions about the fit. And I miss those days where the shirts that you buy is there's only one version of the shirt and it's the one available. That's that. Heck, to be honest, I think if Adidas really want to max out, or these brands want to max out, skip the fan issue and the player issue. Just create one middle ground. Instead of selling it at $299 or $329 and another one for $549, just meet them in the middle, sell something for $400, which yeah, sure, you're gonna lose a bit because the price per shirt. Create a player issue, selling it for $400, you'll have more people buying it, and you will avoid all this sort of class divide, especially for a team like Liverpool, where socialism values is so much, ingrained into the culture of the club. So that's my rant on a Sunday morning. My cat is probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm happy to hear your opinions in the comment section. Whether you agree or disagree, it's totally fair. We are football fans to begin with. Football first. If you haven't subscribed, appreciate the subscription. I think we've hopefully to hit 300 likes by the end of the month. I hope. And do like the video. If you disagree, still like it. It'd be nice. Helps the algorithm. And I'll try to reply to most of the comments, all the comments down there. It's worth replying. If you're just gonna put something that is just a statement, I'm not there to debunk you or agree or disagree. But I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can. So thank you again for the watch. Sorry for the slightly longer video than usual. Until next time, you'll never walk alone.